Zane, Clodfelter, Preston, Leinenbach, our OttersTV series wrap-up. We just actually wrapped up 9 games in 10 days. What an opening homestand to the 2022 championship season for the Frontier League. The Otters losing 2 of 3 to the Quebec Capitals, and they, again, showing that the East Division is going to be a division worth reckoning with.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, especially I would say the top 4. Also, we saw the worst part of the East Division during the middle of the week with Empire State. They're still winless, to my knowledge, at this point. But yeah, the top tier is going to be tough competition, and it's kind of interesting where Evansville basically has one more week against the East Division, then they'll play the West Division throughout the month of June, go back to the East Division for the most part in July, and then it's divisional play once again to finish out the season late in the year in August. But kind of interesting to get the first glimpse of these new teams, for at least for Evansville's sake, here early in the season.
Otters are 5-4 through those first 3 series. It seems like with this series, though, that we're recapping against Quebec, a lot of missed opportunities. So the Otters win on Friday night 5-4. They have to hold on for that one, and then they had a comfortable lead on Saturday. At the time, we thought we were trying to beat the weather, and then ends up Quebec beats us as a result.
Missed opportunities, yes, but also I think you can give credit to Quebec that they never felt like they were out of those games.
Yeah.
You know, they were a tough, battle, resilient team. It kind of always felt like, you know, it was a kind of a back and forth weekend for the most part in terms of momentum swings in the series. So yeah, you know, we had some missed opportunities and you allowed them to get that momentum. It's nonetheless, I think, a good glimpse of the battle that could possibly be with some of the top tier teams from the West Division as well as the East Division.
So it's the top of the 5th. We know rain is coming on Saturday night. Ryan O'Reilly has a 4-run lead, hits a batter with the bases loaded, that makes it a 3-run game. They have a grand slam, and from there the Otters were never able to fully, I guess, mentally recover, and that game ended up being called after 8.
Right, and honestly, that was the big turning point in that game. And yeah, I'm still going to hold the argument that maybe he was kind of rushing himself a little bit because everybody was trying to get those last 3 outs.
We all were rushing,
you know, to get the last 3 outs, make it an official game. Hopefully, Otters get the win at that point to try to beat the weather, beat the rain before it got too bad. And I think he kind of just pressured himself a little bit and obviously made a little bit mistake pitches, including a grand slam.
And I loved watching Austin Gossman pitch for the Screaming Eagles on the west side of Evansville when he was in college, and I loved watching him pitch on Sunday in the finale. It's a bummer for him, and I think it's a bummer for a lot of his teammates that run support has not really been there for Austin, and he was on the downside of a 2-1 loss, which is a really tough break.
Yeah, it seems like he's always kind of had some of those tough, unlucky games, and he's obviously got the talent and the skill level to pitch at this level. He's put together some great performances in terms of going deep into games for the Otters, getting the quality starts. You know, really being a good strikeout pitcher too when he needs to be. And yeah, just sometimes not getting enough run support behind him.
So the Otters, again, we mentioned, are 5-4. It's a over 500 homestand. It's really all you can ask for. I think, in theory, they'd like to be 6-3 because that means they would have taken 2 out of 3 and won every series, but that's okay. A 6-game road trip to Canada north of the border for Matthew and the rest of the Otters, which I think will provide a little bit of clarity on what our expectations might be moving forward.
You would think. But it's going to be a different environment, the traveling environment, but also the playing environment as well. It's going to be a lot different. We were talking to Matthew, it's going to be some cooler temperatures even than here in Evansville right now, as it was kind of a cool day on the series finale. And so I think, yeah, it's going to be kind of a different, unique experience. And some new additions will be made along the way to the roster, so we'll see what they can contribute. But it's going to be very unique, and I think obviously if they can come out with a 500 record on that road trip, they'll be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, so make sure you check out EvansvilleOtters.com and see those transactions, as I'm sure they'll be active here within the next week as the Otters maneuver the travel north of the border and then come back. There is a 3-game homestand that will begin on Tuesday, May 31st. There's a Taco Tuesday for that 6:35 game on a Tuesday. And then make note, a day game on Wednesday, 12:05.
That's right. So we have a couple day games on June 1st, June 8th coming up. They're going to be Senior Connection Wednesday still. So seniors 55 and over can still get their discounted GA tickets. Plus, we're also going to try to get some summer camps out back at the ballpark. We haven't done that in a couple years, obviously for pandemic reasons the last couple years, so we're hoping that we'll be able to get some of those summer camps back at Bosse Field. But yeah, Taco Tuesday as well as Military Appreciation on that Tuesday. We've got the day game, 12:05, Senior Connection Wednesday, and then of course Thursday, plus YMCA night, which will be a big night here at Bosse Field.
So tickets at EvansvilleOtters.com. Big thanks to Big Red Jordan Fisher for filming. This is Preston Leinenbach. I'm Zane Clodfelter. We're all going to go and sleep except for Matthew Will, who will be on the bus. This has been Otters TV.